Hello everyone, this is Realtor Seema Pirzada, your local real estate agent from Houston, Texas.
And this is Basir Pirzada, your real estate broker and your mortgage loan broker, all in one stop shop. So let's dive into it.
An event is about to take place in the US that will impact your life, our life, more directly and deeply than even the change of the US President's office. Can you guess?
It's the most powerful position in the US economic model, more powerful than the office of the President of the United States, Seema. So, just like you correctly pointed out.
Well, if you are a regular viewer of our channel, you must have already guessed it. The most powerful position in the US economy is not the President of the United States, but it is the Chairman of the Federal Reserve.
Right. So the current Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell, he retires on May 15, 2026.
Correct.
The new guy coming in, Kevin Warsh, he takes over his place. So everyone is thinking about who's Kevin Warsh, what are his educational qualifications, what's his experience, is he even qualified to be holding this very important and financially sensitive position? Is he a political appointee? Is there a Trump puppet? Is this appointment merit-based and whatnot? So a lot of questions and fears.
Well, it's a little bit of all. Kevin Warsh is a highly educated Jewish American economist and public policy expert.
Correct.
With bachelor's degree in arts from Stanford University
Yeah.
and a JD from Harvard Law School. He served as a member of the Federal Reserve Board of Governors from 2006 to 2011 and was the youngest to hold this position at the age of 35.
Oh yeah, when he got appointed back in 2006, he was the youngest ever. He's
Yeah.
married to Jane Lowder. She's a successful Jewish American businesswoman. She's also the daughter of Ronald Lauder, who's the heir and owner of the famous cosmetics brand Estee Lauder. You ladies know about it. So
Correct.
you know this couple, they have money. Her net worth is about $2.6 billion based on the most recent estimate. So they're part of the elite. They are part of the elite.
Well, just so you know, as all elite families do to preserve their generational wealth, theirs was an arranged marriage, son of a billionaire marrying the daughter of another multi-billionaire.
Yeah, good old-fashioned arranged marriage. So, well enough about their personal lives. So, let's talk about what his views are about monetary policy. Kevin was touted by many as a Trump's puppet appointee to do exactly what Trump wants him to do. That is, cut interest rate as soon as he takes over the Fed as the chairman.
But a lot has changed. A lot has happened in the last few months as Kevin went through his confirmation process through the U.S. Congress. Iran war,
Correct.
rising resurgence of inflation has everyone staring at Kevin what he's going to do when he takes over the Fed, and what will be his take on the next Fed meeting, which is scheduled in June.
Correct. I believe it's June 17th. So the current CME Fed Watch tool, we'll put the slide up on the screen right now, shows that there's a 92% chance that the Fed will leave the interest rates unchanged at the June 17th meeting. But, as we always seen, there's a lot that can happen between now and June 17th.
Right.
The Fed projections tool, the dot plot chart that they always show in every other meeting, not in every meeting. So the last one that is available is from March, and that shows that there's a chance of having a quarter percentage point rate cut by the end of 2026, and then it's going to remain steady through the remainder of 2027.
And the million-dollar question right now is what is Kevin Warsh thinking? Some of his public comments have been about reforming the Federal Reserve, encouraging more dissent rather than conformity. Kevin believes that Federal Reserve has complete control of managing interest rates in the country, and that the Fed should not blame other factors for the shortcomings in controlling inflation and interest rates. Here's a quick video from one of his recent appearances. Let's watch and see, then we will come back and to comment on it.
Booker left office, inflation was right down to 2% or thereabouts.
Almost.
Almost 2%. Milton Friedman, and the Fed is always responsible?
I believe what Milton and you just channeled, which is inflation is a choice. Inflation and ensuring price stability was granted to the Federal Reserve by the Congress so that there would be one agency that would be responsible for prices. No more blaming the other guy. We're giving the baton to you, the central bank. Go after it and get it. During the run-up to the great inflation last 5 or 6 years, what did we hear about the causes of inflation? It was because of Putin in Ukraine.
Yes.
It was because of the pandemic and supply chains. Well, Milton would be outraged to hear that, and in my own subtle way, I was troubled to hear it as well. Those things lead to a change in prices. After all, in market economy, the prices change in Walmart every day. That's how the market economy works. But that's not what inflation is. Inflation is what happens if that one-time change in the price level becomes self-fulfilling. You don't know as a decision maker what the price level is going to be. That's not about Putin and the pandemic. That's about the Federal Reserve. That's about the central bank. And I'm afraid in recent years, this is probably because central banks are part of our culture, as we do a little bit of, well, it's not my fault, it's someone else's fault. And I think that's what Milton would be most outraged by in recent times. The central bank can hit any price level that it wants, any inflation level that it wants. We might not like how they do it, but the idea that is they should be blaming someone else strikes me as quite antithetical to good economic history.
When Carter pointed...
So to sum it up in Kevin's words, inflation is a choice, that the Federal Reserve has enough leverage over the monetary supply and the money supply, and that it can strictly and effectively control the interest rates in the country. So he thinks inflation is a choice.
And in all fairness, Kevin never said he was going to cut interest rates.
Correct.
It was President Trump who kept telling everyone that my guy, Kevin Warsh, will cut interest rates as soon as he takes over as a Fed chairman.
Correct. And Kevin's been busy trying to dispel that notion that he's a Trump puppet. And he's repeated numerous times during his congressional hearings that he's going to keep the Fed independent and he's going to remain apolitical and he's going to do only what's best for the U.S. economy. So he's been busy trying to dispel that notion that he's going to be a Trump puppet just there to cut interest rates at Trump's whims and wishes.
Correct. And the truth is that only time will tell if Kevin Warsh is up to the challenge ahead. Thank you so much for watching this video, our videos. Please subscribe our channel and like our videos, share our videos, comment on our videos. That will be helpful. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you for watching.